Hello, everyone. Odds Brothers coming to you on a Monday, March 20th. Another WTF Monday as brackets are busted everywhere. And that includes myself and my fellow cohort, Moneyline Mark, even though he is technically ahead of me right now. Yeah, these brackets suck.
Ribbit.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Welcome to the Odds Brothers Podcast. Follow the Odds Brothers Podcast on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, Google, and YouTube. Now here are the hosts of the show, Moneyline Mark.
I'm not a smart man.
And Point Spread Shane.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue.
All right, everybody. Yes, it's the Odds Brothers Podcast coming to you from Southland Casino and Hotel in scenic West Memphis, Arkansas. You're around. I'm Point Spread Shane. That's Moneyline Mark. Yeah, we're that close.
Oh, my skin turns different tones. Look at, oh, yeah.
All right, anyway. We've got some issues with brackets, yes. Every year there's going to be some upsets.
Some.
It's crazy what happened this past Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in some respects, but Purdue's out. They were a 1 seed. Virginia once again got beat as a unbelievable storyline. Farley Dickinson makes it a ways. Princeton's now in the Sweet 16.
What the hell's that game-wise administrator? All right.
What?
That's not my title, but all right. I'll take it.
He'll take it for this week. You'll get a promotion on Thursday.
Huh.
And then when it's all said and done, pretty much out of the Odds Brothers podcast last Thursday when we predicted all this stuff, our guest Marshall is in the lead, and he's the only person that still has a theoretical champion still alive in Texas. For some reason we had, Purdue's and Kansas's all go down.
Yes.
Yuck. And we'll take a look at all those results in a little bit. Recap this past weekend, first and second rounds. And then we'll go into Thursday's podcast, which will reset everything back to normal, pretend like it didn't happen, and go with the Sweet 16 bracket. Make our predictions for those games on Thursday and Friday this week. Sound great?
When are we doing that? Thursday?
Thursday. Yeah, so you got some time.
I got time to study.
Usually when we get to this point of the program, so to speak, there aren't too many surprises. You end up with pretty good teams facing off against each other, and it should be hard for that reason.
I'm just shocked that Arkansas is still in it.
I am too. I wasn't as shocked that they made it past the first round, but I was shocked that they did make it past the second round.
Yes.
I was not shocked that Duke lost. I know a lot of people were on that bandwagon. Hey, Duke is so good.
I had them win in the first round, but not the second.
Yeah, there are some people predicting another banner in Cameron Indoor Stadium for some reason. And then, Iowa lost like I thought. And there were some things that went right, but plenty of stuff that I did not see coming. So when you look at the standings, I am sucking that hind tit.
Creighton's holding strong. Go Creighton.
Yeah, Creighton is doing well.
And guess what state they're in?
Nebraska.
Right.
All the Iowa teams officially eliminated. All right, Kevo, what do we got? Let's go ahead and recap some games. I think that's what you got first. Or what do you want to do first? You want to do that?
We want to do that?
Great.
All right.
All right, there's the Odds Brothers Tournament Challenge.
I can't see it.
Marshall. Oh, yeah, you can't see it. Anyway, he's in the lead. He's got a total of, 410 points, it looks like?
410, right there with Kevin.
Right there with Kevo.
Well, now I'm right there knocking on the back door
You're
with
10
400.
points back, and then I'm a ways back. And the key element to all of this is, the points get more into the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8 round. The more you get right, the more points those are worth. But only Marshall has a theoretical champion left, which he picked Texas to win it all. And I got to admit, they do look pretty good. So you can see what his max potential total is at this point. If he's anywhere close to that, he smokes everybody.
How far do you think Arkansas is going to make it?
Now that they're in the 16 round,
yeah,
I think they get by their 16 matchup, and then I guess we'll wait and see who they face up. The problem that I think Arkansas will face will be a team that has 3 guards that play at a great high level, which Texas has, and I'm not sure on the bracket where they might face them at. We'll take a look at that a little later. But they've historically had problems with fast guards that all can create their shots. And when you look at who's left in the tournament that can do that, Texas is like number 1 on that list, which makes Marshall's pick of Texas, even now when you see some of the big boys that got knocked out, even more probable in my opinion. provided they don't go for like an 0-12 from three-point land streak.
Wouldn't it be amazing if they made Final Four?
Who?
Arkansas.
Oh, man, it would go crazy. I mean, they thought they had it last year, and I thought, basically the team they had last year was better than the one they got this year. They lost 2 players to the NBA last year.
People stepping up when they need to.
They do, and if I recall right, last year for Arkansas, it was more free throw shooting down the stretch that doomed them in their game where they finally got eliminated. They just couldn't make enough free throws in the crucial times of the game, and they got beat that way. So, all right, well, there's your bracket challenge. We'll update as we go along through the Elite 8 or Sweet 16 and Elite 8. We'll do that again next Monday, give you an idea where everybody stands. I'm pretty much eliminated.
Woo!
Yeah, so West Virginia and Maryland there. Yeah, me and you had Maryland in that game, and they eked by. 2.5, though, is what screwed us. Or not screwed us. Sorry. I thought that was plus on the West Virginia side. West Virginia was actually favored, even though they were a 9 seed.
So these are by point spread, right?
Yeah, these are by point spread. The over-under was 136.5, so that went under just a little bit. Not that we kept a whole lot of doubles there.
Yeah, I had the under. Anything with under.
Yeah, I'm sure. Anything with under.
Underoos.
Yes. So chalk one up for the good guys there. Marshall in the hole immediately.
That's right.
0-1.
Those picks were for free. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Virginia. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Furman.
Yeah.
We all had Virginia.
That's a bracket buster right there.
I don't know if I said this on this game or a different game where there was such a big discrepancy in these seeds here.
Kevin?
But 5.5 seemed a little bit fishy. Like, why are they only favored or not favored by more than that? Well, I guess you found out why. Because they flat out lost that game. Virginia, once again, third time in 4 years, they get beat by a higher seed early on in the tournament.
Put that in your memory bank for next year if they make it.
Marshall even recognized it. He said, it's hard to trust Virginia. But as you can see, he picked them anyway.
Yeah, he's like, who's Furman?
Exactly. I still don't know where they are. Missouri, yeah, they took care of some business, 76-65. Marshall and I went on the bandwagon with Utah State, thought they were great. Not so much.
Yeah.
Mark takes Virginia, sails in.
Yeah, baby.
Mark's up on everybody 2 picks to 1.
Take it up.
Kansas, that was an easy ass whooping.
Yeah.
He even covered the spread there.
Kansas doesn't cover.
Yeah, throw the flag.
That's bullshit. Can't say it.
Yeah, 22.5.
Get
That
out.
would mean it was a 90.5 to 96. Kansas covers. Yeah, we're all on that side. So chalk it up.
Yeah.
Chalk it up to the beautiful bean footage. Alabama, however, yeah, they did not cover that 24.5. That would have been 99.5 to 96 in that case. Mark predicted an Alabama blowout, which happened, just didn't cover it.
What? So it's saying I won. I'm still winning. I like Kevin's graphics.
I do, but that we went against the point spread there.
Yeah.
So we all technically lost that one.
No. Says I win.
I know. I know what it says.
If it says I win, I win.
We're hoping the 13 viewers that we have. Actually, it was up in the 30s.
Was it?
Podcast, yeah.
Whoops.
They know what's going on. We do not want to defraud them.
Yeah, well,
Like and subscribe, by the way.
they know that I'm already got 4 wins under my belt.
Oh, my goodness.
According to Kevin.
Thanks,
Kevin.
There you go. San Diego State 5.5. They barely cover.
Yes.
By half a point. We're all on that side there.
That's 6.
Yeah, that's a 6. San Diego State in the over. Oh, didn't quite get the over. But I thought the over was going to happen. Not that we kept official stats on the overs, but
Underoos.
Underoos hit again. Let's see, next game on that docket.
Oh, yeah.
Princeton and Arizona. Well, there's my team that I had in the Final Four.
Cover.
Going down early.
No
They
cover.
were 14.5. Yeah. Arizona cover. I don't know what that Arizona no cover means.
I don't know what that means.
What's that mean, Kevin, since you made the graphics?
Marshall said that Arizona would not cover, and Mark said Arizona would cover.
All right, so Marshall took Princeton by fact.
Yeah, with points.
Okay, well, that's what we were picking on. All right, so Marshall actually got that right. So I guess all of us said we were going to...
Maybe he thought Arizona was going to win, but just not cover.
Correct.
Right. Well, in that
that
case,
means he still wins.
he still wins. Because that's de facto taking Princeton in the points.
It is. Well, that's kind of crappy.
All right, next one.
According to this, I'm still winning.
Woo Pig Suey.
Uh-oh.
Marshall had to take him. He was sporting the gear, and they covered easily.
Yeah, he's got to be proud, huh?
We both took Illinois, and, well, for the first, 7 minutes or so of that game, looked a little rough, and then Illinois came back, and I thought that was going to be the key to it.
Yeah, not so much. And then go back to that other one.
Sure.
Guess what?
What?
What's that over-under?
151.5?
Nah.
What?
Guess what happened? Guess what I picked on that one?
The Underoo.
Underoos.
Did you?
Huh?
Even if you didn't, you thought so in your mind. You're
Everything.
always Underoo.
Yeah, everything's under.
All right. Yeah, here's the one that. Now, I did take the other side. I took the Auburn and the under, and they did just barely squeak it over at 158 out of that 151.5. Some free throws late. Iowa's fouling out their seniors so they could get recognition to go off the court. Yeah. Figured that would happen. Got into a cold streak shooting again, especially in the first half.
Man, you were wearing Iowa gear, too. I thought for sure they'd win this game.
I just seen too many other games.
You
seen
did?
too many how it went, and it happened once again. Iowa bye-bye from the tournament. Early style. Next game, Kevo Duke. They did destroy Oral Roberts here.
Look at that. I said easily.
You did.
Yeah, baby.
And I thought
You said
Duke
doesn't
would
cover.
not cover. I thought that they would win, but it would stay within that point spread, and I was
So
wrong
you
on
lost that one.
No, I didn't lose that one because I still picked Duke. I just assumed they. Oh no, I guess you're right.
No, you were doing point spread.
We're doing point spread.
Whoop, whoop. Don't confuse yourself, because that's where I got confused.
You're right.
Even though his
Same
graphic
here.
says you won, you
See,
didn't win.
Kevin's in the arts of politics when it comes to these graphics. You can be wrong, but still be right.
Yeah. We're all winners. I love it.
Texas, yeah, easily over Colgate by 20.
That's two easies.
That's two easies by you, and I'll take 20 points as being easy when it's 13.5.
Mm-hmm.
But we all get the same points for it, which is 1.
Yes.
And they do look good. Texas probably has the inside track to win it all. Northwestern, from the Big Ten, at least they get by the first round with Boise State. We all took the team, Northwestern, to cover there.
Yeah.
Over under 127.5 is one of the lower ones you found, and it went over easily, believe it or not, between these two teams. I didn't think it would.
All right, so I lost one.
Yeah, no under-roo there.
No under-roos there.
That was over-roo. Houston, 18.5-point favorites. They win by 11 in this one.
Hey, I won that one.
Yeah, I thought Houston would win by,
What's that
easily
say?
in the 20-point range, 24, 25 points. It did not happen, but that does not affect my ability to get a cha-ching
Yeah, that's true.
because none of us
no.
covered that game anyway.
Huh? I said they not cover, so I win. So's Marshall. You
Does
don't.
not cover.
You
Oh,
don't.
my goodness.
You don't win.
I don't win.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I'm
Tennessee.
deciphering his hieroglyphics here on the screen.
They were 11.5-point favorites. This is another one, and this is the one I thought I was seeing funny things because of the disparity in the seeding there. Tennessee survives by 3 in this game. And although we all took the Tennessee train, none of them covered.
No, you won.
Well,
You said not to cover.
not to cover. God dang it. Can I be on the other side?
Yeah,
of the
it should be.
We'll get used to Kevo's graphics.
You and Marshall won that one.
Now, this was an easy underoo.
Yeah, go underoos.
That's right, at 113 to a 135.5. Continuing on, Texas A&M got destroyed by Penn State there. Mark and Marshall took Penn State.
Yeah.
I took A&M to cover. Not to win, but to stay within 3.5. Did not happen. That's another ant. Goes along with my brackets. UCLA, 86-53 over UNC Asheville.
Marshall missed that one.
Marshall missed that one.
You had
And
the
we both got it.
You had
And
the
I
underoos.
under, which did not happen either.
No underoos for you.
That looks like a 139.
You stay with the overoos. I'll stay with the underoos.
We'll get it somewhere.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Gag it up.
I'm trying. Michigan State.
What's
from the
that?
Big Ten, if there's one team, Tom Izzo and Michigan State, you can count on in,
Is that
in
their
the
logo?
tournament. It's them. No.
Oh,
But it's
Sure is
pretty
pretty.
nice. It is pretty. They win by 10. They were only favored by 1.5. Marshall was the only one to take Michigan State. We both took USC. Michigan State wasn't playing well going into the tournament, but they came up at the right time there and covered by 10. The over, what was that, 134. So it went under-roo.
Under-roo.
For Mark once again.
Yeah.
Xavier, that's the team I like to get far. They're
Yes.
still in the tournament, actually. 12.5-point favorites, so they did not cover. They only win by 5 there.
Dang it.
Marshall took Xavier to cover, Mark took Xavier to cover, and I took Xavier to cover. And they did not over Kennesaw State.
They're still in the bracket.
And let me tell you something. It was a little sketchy if they were even going to win the game at all. Kennesaw State had this thing knotted up, and within a couple of scores all the way through the second half, could have gone either way. Xavier gets a crucial block by Jack Nungy to save the win, I believe, there at the end of that contest. Then the fouls padded the stats for the free throws there. All right, next one, Baylor, 10.5 points, and they cover. They win by 18 over UC Santa Barbara.
Oh.
Marshall, Baylor. I thought Baylor was not going to cover this one. Wah, wah. And the, yeah, 131, it definitely went under-roo for Mark.
Under-roos.
St. Mary's. Well, this is the one that I thought VCU was actually going to get, and it looked for a while VCU had the lead.
Yes.
And then St. Mary's came back second half, so Mark took St. Mary's and
That's
wins.
right.
Now the interesting one, 114. So it's still went under-roo on one of the lowest under-roos of the game, or the whole week.
2 points.
Yeah, 2 points in your under-roos, if that was an official stat. Marquette, well, that was the team I had going all the way pretty much to the final game, Final Four anyway. They handled the Vermont game pretty easily, winning by 17. They were favored by 10.5.
Win.
I said it was a dump truck win, and because I'm sucking so damn bad, I'm going to consider 17 points
A dump
trucking.
I thought it was supposed to be in the 20s.
It's supposed to be. We're going to grade on a curve today.
All right. I love it.
All right. Iowa State, my God.
Wow.
41 points for the whole game. You're not reading that graphic wrong. Pittsburgh only scores 59. So
Yeah.
combined, they get to 100.
Look at that. You won that one.
I did win that one.
You know you're on the right.
Iowa State, but not to cover. Yeah, so I lost.
No, you won. Not to cover.
I picked Iowa State to win the game, but not to cover. So, yeah, in theory, for the points.
For the
you're right,
points,
you're right.
yeah.
In my brackets, though,
Yeah,
not so much.
Yeah, me too.
And
There we
Creighton.
go.
Boy, this is probably one of the teams that I was not expecting to reach the Sweet 16, which is where they find themselves today. But they ended up winning by 9 over North Carolina State. Yeah, not North Carolina. Sorry. Jesus. Marshall. We all had the
We all
cover.
had them.
Yeah, we all had them. I didn't expect them to win this game. All right. UConn over Iona. I took Iona. Basically, UConn not to cover, but UConn covers easily here.
Yeah, I took Iona too.
This game was really not that close most of the second half.
I don't remember
especially.
taking Iona.
Oh, we can roll back the beautiful beam footage.
Oh, no, it says, I'm sorry, I was reading Marshall's under that. I'm Mark.
Yeah, you're Mark.
I win.
You pick UConn, so you win. And you went over Rue, though, in that one, so
that's yours.
Suck it. Farley Dickinson, the biggest upset probably in tournament history. It isn't the first time that a 16 beat a 1, but now it's the second time a 16 seed has beat a 1, and they beat Purdue by 5.
Wow.
Purdue just, my goodness, man. They knew the magic formula to beat them, and they did it. They seen other teams do it, and made him shoot from the outside and pretty much tried to negate Zach Edey as much as possible in that game.
Who'd Marshall take? Says not to cover. Who'd you take to not cover?
Purdue, probably.
All right.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think so.
Because he was talking about how he can give 20 points up to anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he wins in that one, even though he picked Purdue to win.
Look at yours there. Dump Truckville.
Yeah, Purdue to jump. So, obviously, I expected him to win and dump truck Farley Dickinson.
That's dump Truckville. That's bigger than dump truck. Is that in the 30s?
It's Ville. Yeah, that's at least 25. Wah, wah, wah.
Oh, love
Kentucky survives Providence. They were favored by 4.5. They win by 8 here. I took Providence. Providence was in that game all the way to the end.
it. Boom,
Decided
number
to
one.
choke a little bit. Yep, Mark, Kentucky to cover, covers it. And it was under Ruse.
Boom,
That's
number 2.
right. Way under Ruse for that one. 114 to a 144.5 score there. Matter of fact, I thought no, it was the Tennessee game. I thought was for sure under. That's right, because Tennessee doesn't score a lot of points. So anyway, Kentucky did cover. Marshall lost that one. Miami 1.5 over Drake. We all picked Miami to cover that one. Unfortunately, with Iowa, Iowa State, and Drake all playing on the same day, all three losing. Nobody left from the state of Iowa in this year's tournament. Wah, wah, wah. That pains to say.
Yeah, easy is probably not where I thought this game would be. So.
No. But it is another underoo for you.
Yes.
At 119.
That's two.
That's
another
that's
two.
Right.
2 for
Out of
Tuesday.
146.5. That's just amazing. All right, next one, Kevo. Gonzaga, the team I love to hate, but I thought they would cover this one easily. 82-70. They were 15.5-point favorites, so they did not cover.
Look at that. Gonzaga win by 20+.
That's what Marshall says.
Wow.
It didn't matter that they didn't even cover. So either way, he was wrong. And Mark said easily. And I just said to cover. It didn't matter which way we spread it.
We all
It all
lost.
smells like crap.
Man.
All right. Congratulations, Grand Canyon. You stayed within the spread. All right.
Memphis.
Florida Atlantic beat Memphis.
Baby.
1.5. I said Memphis wins by 6 to 8. Basically 8-9 points. Somewhere in there. I thought they were going to cover pretty easily. We all picked Memphis, basically, and we all lost.
We all won.
Well, we all won in the sports book.
We all won in point spread.
Memphis was favored.
Oh,
by
they were
1.5.
favored by 1.5.
Yeah, that's what that minus means.
Damn.
I know you want it so bad.
I did want
I do
it.
too.
Yeah.
But we just can't defraud our fans like that.
Yeah, and how come Memphis doesn't have a rank next to them? They were ranked.
They were 8 seed.
See?
They were seeded, not ranked.
Whatever.
Now they're home, washing their tears. Kansas State, 8.5-point favorites. They won by, 12. So they cover that one. Yeah.
I win.
You win. Montana State, not to cover.
What do you got there?
So what's that mean, Kevin?
Where do you see Montana State not to cover?
Well, Kansas State not to cover. But
That
they
means
did.
he
Okay,
picked-
never
he
mind. I
picked
guess they did.
Montana.
All right.
Kansas State to cover, so you win, I win.
We won. Yep, we got
I
it.
just said 10 points and wasn't 10.
It's 12.
Yeah.
Lucky you. Guess what?
That ain't lucky.
That was an overrule.
It's not luck.
That's overrule.
It's not luck.
143-2.
It's skill.
All right. Indiana by 3.5. They win. This is the game I projected Trace Jackson Davis to go off, and he did. The size mattered in this game.
Wow. Marshall's on.
Kent State outright was his upset special.
Might have
Did
been
not
too
happen.
early for him to pick that.
It might have been too early. Now it's too late to go back. So Indiana moves on.
Yeah,
but
a
only
couple
for one
winners
more
there.
round, as you find out.
And
131 is a
get that underoo.
TCU 5.5 over Arizona State. They only win by 2.
Oh my gosh, we all lose.
We all took Tex, and you know what the crappiest part was? TCU was up by 10, multiple points in this game.
Yeah, they look like Dallas Cowboys out there. Fourth quarter.
Yeah, they gave up a run in the second half and just couldn't score anymore. So we all sucked that one, and guess what? The 142 just went to the overrule at the 140.5.
That it?
Is that it
For the first round.
for the first round?
Oh.
I never saw UCLA and UNC Asheville. Did that happen somewhere in there?
I don't remember. I
I
fell
didn't see
asleep.
Alabama and Corpus Christi, Texas A&M in that one.
I
didn't see Kansas and Howard in that one.
I didn't see Kansas.
Maybe they'll be in this next round.
All right. Let's see.
Let's see.
I'm looking.
Kansas Roo. Oh no. No, not Kansas Roo.
Keep in mind why Kansas is.
While he's looking that up,
Kevin's
let me
looking.
talk a little bit about what's going on in the Bentley app right
Sure.
now. So the Bentley app right now, they still have the $25,000 tournament. Oops, sorry. $25,000 tournament going on that you can still get into. You know, it's based on odds, and if you're not familiar with American odds, you can click over and do the decimals as well to help you out. But it's all based on odds. So even though you didn't get in at the beginning, you can still get in right now, and you still have a chance to win. Chase that 25K. Get in there and play because it's going by the long shots. Make some long shot bets. Maybe you'll make Creighton go Final Four or something. Keep picking
or
them.
something like that. Yeah.
Keep picking them. They can be anything. It's not just it's not just the basket. It's not just NBA or March Madness. It's anything. Anything that you can bet on the mobile app. Well, what are you doing?
Just to let you know, Kevo, take Channel 4 for a second, if you can.
Yeah.
That's how many perfect brackets are remaining. So when you take long shots, there was millions, 20 million brackets were filled out this year, and 0 going into the Sweet 16 have a perfect bracket remaining. That's how crazy it has been.
Yeah, and like I say, it don't have to be just on March Madness. It could be any sport that you can bet on Betley.
And
so you could go to a golf tournament, bet on someone to win. That could be a long shot, and boom! Next thing you know, you're winning that tournament.
for those in the women's brackets, there was over 2 million of those. There's 0 perfect brackets remaining, letting you know how hard this game is. All right, now we can go back to the graphics. Yeah, I was just saying.
Well,
I found it amazing that there wasn't at least any perfect brackets going into the Sweet 16. I figured somebody like Preston would have claimed that he had one.
Oh, he probably still does. He's just not on that league. He's probably on Billy Bob Thornton's one.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Backyard brackets.
All right, so UCLA, UNC Asheville. There's that one.
Yeah.
86-53. So
Winner.
that's a 33-point spread. So that was a killing there.
Yeah, Marshall lost that
said
one.
UCLA was not going to cover. We both said, hell yeah, they will. And I took the under, which it came in at 139, so not quite there.
No.
It was an overrule. Michigan State and USC. We've done that one.
We've seen that
we
one.
did that one.
That was the one with the pretty graphics. Like, God, that was so pretty.
A&M, Penn State. I don't think we did.
No, we didn't do that one.
Texas A&M sucked. I thought they were going to cover this game, but
You were the only one because
I was the
Texas
only
A&M
one.
fans are kind of ornery.
they are.
Remember?
I remember you talking about that.
Yeah, that's right.
Therefore, you took Penn State out of spite, and it cashed for you. Congratulations. Also,
Heck yeah.
the 135 was a overrule. Tennessee, Louisiana, Lafayette win by 3. I think we did that one. Didn't
Yeah, I think so.
we? Yeah, Tennessee didn't
We all
cover.
lost.
We all lost that one.
Oh, no. He said Tennessee not to cover. You won that one. Marshall won that one.
Yep.
I didn't.
Houston. Oh, yeah, we did that one.
Okay.
Tennessee. Ever
Did you
back
find
down.
Alabama?
Says Tennessee to cover. Nope, I didn't win that one. Marshall won that one.
Because
You won that
Alabama,
one.
yeah, or Kansas and Howard. Kansas was
like
favored by
Groundhog's
22 and a
Day.
half, and the over-under 145.
I feel like I'm in Groundhog's Day. I think I did this one already.
I know. And then we went all the way through. We did that one. So I think that was the only one that was remaining we didn't hit. Alabama and Kansas game over Howard.
Alabama? Roll Tide!
Roll Tide, Baba. If not, we can just go on to Friday. I'm sure we covered.
I
In our own.
covered
There
it.
it is. 22 and a half.
That's
Guess what?
Kansas.
They covered.
What's that say? Mark, Kansas doesn't cover.
Yep, that's what Mark says. That's too many points.
Well, I got them winning the bracket. Why would I say they're not going to cover?
Because you thought they're going to win, just not cover that big of a spread.
Oh, that's no. I think
Kansas
they
covers, and Marshall says doesn't cover. So Shane wins.
I think mine's confused with Marshall's because Marshall didn't like the 20s.
Shane wins, and it's overruled.
What are you throwing that flag for? That you won? I'm throwing
my flag on your flag. I'm challenging your challenge that you didn't say
Yeah,
that.
you take your challenge.
Yeah. All right. And Alabama
There
wins
it
by
is.
21 over Texas A&M. Now, they didn't
Yeah.
cover. Mark says that's going to be a blowout.
Yeah.
Womp, womp, womp. Doesn't matter because nobody that took him covered.
Marshall
didn't
won.
Anyway. Alabama does not cover yet because he had anything over 20, he was going the other way.
Yeah.
And he was right there, except for the Kansas game.
Yes.
All right, so there's the remainder of that one, Kev. Let's go to Fridays and see what we got there. We had Michigan State and USC in there already, so maybe that's where we were going a little sideways. We had Xavier and Kennesaw State already. We saw Baylor and Santa Barbara already, St. Mary's already, Marquette already, Iowa State already, Creighton already, UConn already, Purdue already, Kentucky already, Miami already, Gonzaga already, Memphis already, Kansas State and Montana State. I don't remember seeing that one. Indiana we saw, and TCU. So we probably did see them all at this point.
Now what we got going on?
I don't know.
I can't see it.
Round two.
Round 2.
Oh, if we want to go San Diego State. Yeah. Finally knocks Furman out.
I would have picked San Diego State
I'm
had
sure
I
you
had
would. Me
either
too.
one of these teams in my bracket, which I didn't.
I did. I just can't remember if I had him. I didn't have Furman moving on, so I might have had San Diego State actually getting beat this round by. Who'd Furman beat? Oh, Virginia.
Virginia.
Probably.
Yeah.
That probably happened for me. Round of 32. Dukies. The Dukies fall to Tennessee 65 to 52. I'm sure that was an under in the Underroo column.
Had Duke winning this game.
Duke tried, and then Tennessee decided to play some street ball, and when that happened, Duke was not ready for it. Kansas.
I know who you had on
Were
this
you
one.
ready in this one?
Yeah, we both had Kansas.
We both had Kansas, and they fall to Arkansas. Let me tell you, Woo Pig Sooie Land was way excited. Way, way, way excited.
The beers were flowing that day.
And they'll be ready for their next round matchup as well. So bye-bye.
You
There
gonna
goes
put some-
another number one seed.
You going to put some Woo Pig Suey gear on for that round?
Princeton, man, I might.
All right.
I just might, because
Yeah.
I don't really have
I
a
want you to
rooting
do the-
interest now in this tournament.
I want you to do the call, too. Careful.
Big Suey!
You might attract some.
That's right. Princeton beats Missouri. Bye, Missouri. See you later. Princeton, a Sweet 16 darling in the tournament. Busted a lot of brackets early on, and then wiped out the rest of them with that win as well. Auburn, Houston. Bye-bye, Auburn. Figured that was going to happen. I had them getting beat by Houston, too. I don't have Houston going past the Sweet 16, though. So we'll see what happens in this one, but Auburn gets sent home in the state of Alabama, even though that was a home game for them, in theory, in Birmingham.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevel. Penn State and Texas. Well, Texas continues on. Showed Penn State just didn't have the shots falling for them at all. It made
Sorry,
it really
John.
tough. Yeah, those three guards that I talked about started tearing Penn State's defense up late.
What, were those ones you were tape measured?
No, that was when I tape measured Trace Jackson Davis in Indiana against their first round matchup. Yeah, Montana State, I think, something like that. No, Kent State. Kent State, that's what it was.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Northwestern, UCLA. UCLA moves on. Northwestern had the lead with like 2.5 minutes to go. Ended up not being able to hold that.
How far you think UCLA is going to make it?
You know, they lost one of their best players to injury before this tournament started. I don't think he has a shot at coming back, and I really thought that was going to hamper him a little bit. But now that they're in the Sweet 16, I say they got a legit chance to go Final Four. With that lineup, they do. I don't know if they. It depends who all gets there, obviously, but you know,
Are we
Texas,
filling
I
out
think
a
it's-
Are we filling out a modified bracket from Sweet 16 on?
Yes.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, because why? You know, for us that have no chance,
we're out.
We're out. We can
I
do it
mean-
again.
Kevin's been out for a long time.
You say there's still a chance.
Yeah.
There's Alabama and Maryland.
Let's do it.
Road High.
There you go.
They move on in the round. I don't want to spend too much time on it because I can't root for Alabama. Just can't do it.
Well, you're going to have to.
Xavier and Pittsburgh. Xavier takes care of Pittsburgh pretty easily. Unfortunately, I hope they didn't play their best game in the entire tournament because they looked good in every aspect, shot the ball awesome, and blew out Pittsburgh. I sure hope they didn't waste their whole wad on one game because they're going to need everything they can handle here in the next round. I think they actually face Texas next round. That's going to be a problem, I think, for Xavier.
You got the bracket pulled up?
I will have it here in a minute
All right.
or two. Marquette, well, there was my darling. I really thought I didn't have them winning it, but I thought they were definitely in my Final Four. Michigan State takes them out to move on. So once again, Tom Izzo, you know, the Big Ten had 8 teams in the tournament. They're the only one left. You know, and I'm not a Big Ten homer guy to say they were the best basketball conference in America, but something's going on. Every year they get 7, 8, 9 teams in the tournament, and they're lucky to get 1 or 2 out of the first weekend of play, first 2 rounds. So there is something to be said about their style of play does not transition well to everybody else's style of play when it comes to the tournament, with the exception of Michigan State here. It's amazing. This isn't, though. Bye, Kentucky. Kansas State moves on. I didn't think Kansas State was going to actually have enough to beat Kentucky.
Huh? I had him winning this round. I got him losing the next one.
And you might be right on that one. On that round. Kentucky struggled all year, and it showed up again. Outside shooting, it was very streaky all year for
Like
Kentucky.
strides.
Like strides. Next one, Kevin. Now, I did not give enough credit to UConn, but they look good. I got to give it to them. They do look good. I haven't watched a lot of UConn basketball all year. I'm just going off their conference and some of the opponents I've seen, but I got to say, that could be a Final Four or a final game team right there. You all right?
Got a crease on it. Just trying to fix it. I'm not the one over there
Excuse me.
gagging. You okay?
It's dry in here.
It is. It's the ashtray.
It's the
Very good.
Baylor and Creighton. Now, even if which I did, I actually had this matchup in the brackets, but I had Baylor win, and I thought Baylor would have too much offense to roll with Creighton. And Creighton proved me wrong. I mean, this game, Creighton, if you watched it, wasn't even a good game, really.
How much is Mike loving this?
Oh, they're loving it.
Yeah.
Any Creighton unit, because they don't have a football team, so this is all they got.
Yeah.
Besides, I guess they
Well, they got volleyball.
Yeah, hockey, I think, and
Hockey.
probably women's ping pong. Do really good in women's ping pong, but yeah, they'll be out in force. Farley Dickinson's Cinderella ride is all over with. They got beat by Florida Atlantic, and next round Florida Atlantic's season will be over.
Yes.
I'll predict that right away.
Oof.
Somebody had to win one of those two. And then finally, well, Miami, you know, there was a period in time where they looked really, really tough, and they were picked in the top 10 in a preseason poll to go in college basketball, and then they ran into some issues. Didn't look good at all. A lot of one-on-one ball. But they're looking real good again, just at the right time. So Indiana gets sent packing home. Trace Jackson Davis actually had a pretty decent game, but just they needed somebody else to step up with him, and it didn't happen. And then I think we got one more, maybe two. Gonzaga. This was a close one. TCU had this lead for much of the game. And if you looked at halftime, you thought Gonzaga would be in some trouble. I had Gonzaga going another round or two. I think I had them in the Elite Eight before getting bounced, but they ended up moving on.
I had them up there.
84 to 81.
Yeah.
And then is that it? Okay, I thought there might have been one more.
Yippee!
All right, what else? You got anything else, Kevin?
NBA.
Oh, you got some NBA action tonight, huh?
Yeah.
All right, well, let me pull that down for a second. Let's roll those beautiful NBA props for today. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at him go. Sacramento Kings and the Utah Jazz are at it tonight. Over-under is 239.5.
Kings are favored by 5.5.
Kings are favored by 5.5 here. It's at Utah, I'm going to guess. Kevin, is the...
Yes.
Okay, home team on the right side?
Yep.
Initial thoughts for me would be the Kings should win this. Utah pretty much gutted their team in some trades to kind of rebuild, if you will. 5.5, little much on the road to give. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take Sacramento minus 5.5. And as far as the over-under goes, this implies Utah's going to score a bunch of points. I think it's going to fall just short. I think Sacramento will do their part, but not Utah. So I'm going to go Underoos and the Kings.
Yeah, I'm going Utah Jazz to win it. I'm sorry, Kings to win, but not cover.
Okay.
So I got the Jazz, and of course I'm just going to pick Underoos.
Of course, Underoos.
Underoos. There it is.
When we both pick it, it comes up. How about that?
I like it.
I think it'd just be you though.
All right. What you did Overroo?
Mavericks. They need this game. Grizzlies. I can't remember if this is the last game of the suspension for Ja or he comes back.
Does he get to come back?
He does. He had an 8-game suspension. I know he served 6 when we were going to the weekend, and I thought Memphis they did play one game.
It's only 2.5. I'll
Against
take
Golden
Grizzlies.
State. So Ja must not be playing for that to be low. You're going to take the Grizzlies?
I'm taking them anyway. They're at home. And, of course, I'm going under.
Doncic is out. Kyrie is playing, but Doncic is out. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to agree with Mark. I'm going to take Memphis minus the points. 229.5.
That's the Mavericks.
I'm going to go over because the Mavericks play 0 defense.
Oh, look at you. You got a little
I got
Overroo.
an Overroo and an Underroo on the same page. Nice. Good job, Kevo.
Thank you.
All right, Golden State Warriors on the road to the Houston Rockets. OC's favorite Rockets, 237.5.
Oh, my gosh.
10.5 point favorites on the road are the Warriors. You look at the road wins.
Those
It's kind of
points
weird to see only 7 road wins for the Warriors here. and losing 29 times. So what do you got on this one, Mark?
I'm gonna go Warriors because I think Rockets just suck. And under.
They do.
Underoo.
You're
Yeah.
gonna go Underoo, huh?
Yeah.
This is 120 a piece. Get you there.
Yeah, that's great. Come on over to the Underoo side.
Man, 120 a piece, sir. I'm gonna go Underoo with you.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
I'm gonna go Underoo, and then I'm also.
Now what are you doing? You gonna tell me how many fouls someone's gonna get?
No, the 10.5 just.
That's right.
I don't
Take
like
the
it.
Rockets.
Give me the Rockets plus 10.5.
You'll regret it tomorrow.
They struggle on the road for some reason, so I'm going to take 10.5 and take the Rockets. Warriors.
Who does, the
Warriors
Rockets?
win it. Yeah.
They struggle on the road?
No, Warriors struggle on the road. That's what I'm saying. Timberwolves are at the New York Knicks tonight. 228.5 the over/under here, which the Knicks rarely score a lot of points. 7.5-point favorites though over the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
What are you thinking, Mark?
I'm going to go. I think New York wins, but not cover, so I'm picking the Timberwolves. And?
Underoo.
Underoo.
Yeah, I'm going Underoos as well on the
Yeah.
over/under just because the Knicks are involved. And then I'm going to go 7.5, even they're home.
Yeah.
Give me the Timberwolves, Kevo.
Uh-oh, we're on the same
Plus
page there.
7.5. All right. You got any more?
Yep.
All right. Ooh, the Bulls against the 76ers here. Over/under is 224.5, so that's kind of low. Bulls suck, though. 6.5-point home favorites for Philly. I would have thought that would be a little more, so my initial gut says I'm going to take Philadelphia in here.
Okay.
And I think it's going to be more like a 115 to 100 game, so that's going to be an Underoo,
Underoo. All right, I agree with you on the Underoo,
of course.
but I'm going Bulls to cover.
Okay, so you're taking the points, and
Yeah.
I'm laying the points.
Yeah, because I think Philly wins, but not by that many.
All right, that's fair enough.
Yep.
Bulls suck.
Mm-hmm.
Indiana Pacers at the Charlotte Hornets.
That's one.
Speaking of sucking, 231.5 the over/under. Pacers are actually 2.5-point road favorites at Charlotte. None of the stats look great when you look at it.
That's a good
The
number
average
there,
points,
2.5.
yeah, that's a good over/under for this game, in my opinion.
I was talking about the spread.
Oh, well, either way.
Yeah.
What's that mean you got?
I'm going to go Pacers win by 3. There you go. Figure
Oh,
that
my
one out,
goodness. You could push.
Kevin.
With Mark's alternate line of 3.
Yeah.
He's juicing the line. Go ahead and give me the home team in this one.
All right. I'm going Underoos, of course.
You're going Underoos. Man, that's tough.
Yeah. You go over. You already got
I'll
the
go
Hornets.
Overroo.
There you go.
I'll go over Rue on this one. I don't think either one wants to play defense anymore. They pretty much quit.
Here's what I think of your pick.
All right.
Incredible.
Challenging. That's it for the NBA.
Nice.
All right, let's see if we can do this real quick on our way out.
What you trying to do?
We're going to pick your Sweet 16 thing on Thursday.
All right.
So, but I do want to give you guys the matchups here, just so we can get to thinking about it. So Thursday's games, now that we got 16 teams left, they're splitting in 2 days. There'll be 4 games each day.
Do you want me to blow it up?
Thursday. Oh,
Yeah, we can all see it. It's called darn technology, Paul.
all right. Michigan State at Kansas State will kick things off.
That's an easy pick.
Yeah, about 5:30 on TBS. You got Arkansas and UConn. This is probably where Arkansas might go down,
All right.
just
That's an
based
easy
on what
pick.
I've seen UConn do so far. I mean, right now they got UConn as 3.5-point favorites. That's not the Bentley line. I don't know which line they use exactly for this, but Florida Atlantic and Tennessee. So I think Tennessee skits by again just because of the matchup. And then Gonzaga and UCLA will round out the night. That ought to be an excellent contest.
Who's Tennessee play?
Florida Atlantic.
Oh.
That's actually the biggest spread of the entire Thursday slate.
Huh.
But even at that, they're only giving Tennessee 5 points. Something tells me, or laying 5 points, something tells me if that line holds true, I'm all over Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee right now minus 5.5.
Is that the official Bentley line?
Yeah.
All right, well, I will take that. I'll take that all day. And then your Friday games, San Diego State faces Alabama. I do not know that San Diego State actually has enough to beat Alabama, so Alabama will probably make it at least one more round here. And Houston and Miami ought to be a good one. This is
Man,
a
they got
potential
Houston.
trip-up game because I see 7.5.
7.5.
7.5. To me, that seems like a little much for this type of matchup. Creighton's got Princeton. You know, if you look at it, there ain't going to be a lot of close games supposedly on Friday if you're just going off the scores so far in these first 3 games or the implied.
Let's say 9.5, or does that say 3.5? You read that?
9.5.
9.5. Holy cow!
And then Xavier and Texas, probably the best game of the whole slate in theory on Friday. Texas is only 4-point favorites here in that matchup on CBS on Friday.
Boy.
So those are your games on Friday. We'll give you the picks. I need to do a little more research on some of this stuff because, quite frankly, some of those spreads put me in a position that I would like to take a lot of underdogs potentially in that one. Maybe
Well,
not flat out win, but
you have to change up something after that.
I know. I
horrible,
sure the hell can't do
first
much
round
worse.
bracket there.
I guess I could go 0-8. Try not to, but I guess I could.
Oh man.
All right. Keep in mind, if you have not signed up for a mobile account with Betly in either Tennessee, Arkansas, in theory, Ohio, right?
Right.
And West Virginia,
Right.
do so. Each state has kind of their specific sign-on bonuses, if you will, but at least for Arkansas and Tennessee, there's still a $250 offer
That's right. Nick's money.
of Nick's money. You still have a first wager from anywhere from $10 to $250 is a basically insured guarantee. If you lose, you're going to get that back in a free bet, and if you win, then you win.
Risk-free bet.
It's risk-free.
There's constant promotions going on in the app. I know when I was here for the free bear on Betly this weekend, a lot of folks were shocked to know that there was a $25,000 tournament. So got more folks signed up and got into that. But there's tournaments every weekend. Even when this is over, there'll still be tournaments every weekend.
And then you have daily boosts and different promotions that surround boosts. So,
Absolutely.
You know, I know on some basketball games and stuff that you'll see some boost on specific games if you like the underdog or whatever. I've seen that happen before. And do you know, do they still offer the Arkansas to reach the College World or win the College World Series at plus 3,000? Is that still available?
It's still available, but I don't know what the odds are right now.
All right, so they may have moved.
May have moved, but I don't know
But there
why.
was a promotion at one time.
It should still be there because, you know.
Because, you know.
Ain't going to be able to do it.
Yeah, right.
Let's see if I can pull it up real quick. I doubt it, but nope, guess not.
Nope.
Can't pull it up real quick.
All right. So on Thursday, come join us for our Sweet 16 picks, and then next Monday we'll be down to the Final Four. We'll see how that rolls. We'll give you a brand new bracket for Mark, myself, and we'll even let Kevo do it.
No.
We got
Oh, no, he does. He's got one out, yeah.
Peace.
Thank you for listening to the Odds Brothers Podcast.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Presented by the Betly Sportsbook. Place your sports bets here from inside Southland Casino or from anywhere in Arkansas at southland.betly.com.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, that dang old internet, man, you just go on there and point and click, 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 click. It's real easy, man.
Be sure to follow the Odds Brothers Podcast on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, Google, and YouTube. Keep in mind, in Arkansas, you must be 21 or older and located in Arkansas to bet. Please play responsibly. For help quitting, call 1-800-522-4700.